Okay, today we're going to talk about the differences between the forged steel crank and the billet steel crank. Both made out of the 4340 material, but the main differences are the thicknesses of that throw here. This is a lot lighter duty crank. It can't take the horsepower this one can, but it's cost less money, and it will work good like for an altered, a 12, 14, 16 horsepower alters. They'll run all day in that probably. An NQS stock altered, an aftermarket block, this would be probably the borderline for it. It may not hold up. You can always run the outboard bearings to give it more support, but that takes more drag too. But the better choice is to go with the billet crank. And it's just still definitely the difference is the thickness here. You can kind of tell by looking at it too. The forged crank, you see where that's been forged, and this here is where when they get done forging the two pieces of metal here, it's hammered together. They have they call it a clearancing die or cleanup die that just cleans off that extra slag, not slag, but the burr on there. It cleans it off when it's hot. That's the main differences here. And then again, like I said in another video, I talked about the crank's going to break. Here's the main bearing right here in each of these cranks. The rod's here, so you got all this distance from here to here, so these cranks always break right here in the radius on this side. You want to check it. Another way to do it, if you're ever buying a used crank and you want to see if it's good, it's a simple thing. I take like a 1/2-inch wrench, nothing fancy, stick it on the edge of the countertop, and you should have a ring. You should be able to hear the ring after you hit it. And if it goes thud, it's no good. If it sounds like that, it's probably no good. But if you hear that ringing noise on that thing, that's a good crank. It has a solid. If it starts cracking here, it will thud, and it'll sound like it won't have the ring. So an easy check to do if you're buying a used crank from somebody, just take a little ring test on it. This is a plastic countertop here. You do it on a metal countertop, it'll help resonate that sound because this plastic kind of deadens the ringing of it. So anyway, simple things you can do on that. So that's all I have for that.